Hey ladies, hope everybody is having a good night tonight. I am super pink faced right now. I think it's just a bajillion degrees outside, so I don't know, maybe it's premature hot flashes. Anyways, I am coming on here to do a video tutorial on contouring, but I have to show y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell in this lighting, but I have on the glitter gloss on top of apple cider. It's so pretty. So glittery, it makes me so happy. All right, so on to contouring. All right, so a lot of y'all had mentioned that y'all didn't know what size or what shape your face was. That's totally okay. Most people can't tell what shape their own face is. It's easier if you ask somebody else. So take a straight shot of your face like this, and you can ask me. You can post it in my comments. You can, send it to me, private message, whatever, if you don't know what your face shape is, or ask your husband or ask a girlfriend, because it's easier to tell on other people. It's kind of hard, especially when you're comparing it to a fruit. I think it kind of, we're like, my face isn't shaped like a pear. So there's that. Anyways, okay, so moving on. I am going to use, not this, I'm going to use chocolate cherry blush scent and white concealer for this look. I'm going to show you guys the easiest, fastest way to contour your face perfectly every time. Is only if I have foundation over here somewhere. This will work. Okay. All right. So first thing you want to do is you're going to need a brush like this. It's just the easiest way to do it. There are two ways to contour your face. You can go underneath your makeup or on top. Underneath is a lot more subtle. On top is a little bit more dramatic. Do I have a preference? Not really. If you've watched my previous videos, I feel like I have something in my teeth. If you've watched my previous videos, my hair looks a mess too. I usually do it on top. I'm gonna do it underneath this time, just so y'all can see the difference. If you're not a contour person and you've never done it in your life, probably a good idea to start with it on the underneath, because it's going to be a lot more natural and it just blends out a lot easier. So let's get cracking. Okay, so starting off with the chocolate rose. For my face shape is a heart. If you can see, whoosh, heart shape. So I'm going to contour out here, anything that I want to bring in. So on a heart-shaped face, because it's more round out here, I want to bring this area in some, like that. I want to bring, this area is already, like right here, I want to bring it in a little, and then right here. So those are the parts where I'm going to concentrate the darkness. If I had a double chin area here, then I would want to camouflage that as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right. It may be easier for placement if we use this, just so you can see where I'm placing the color. So with chocolate rose, or you could use bronze or mocha java matte. I'm gonna go right in my cheekbone, where my fish face would be. And you can be pretty generous with it. You don't have to be very precise, because we're gonna go over top of it with foundation. One thing I did want to tell you is don't go too far in, because that's just going to make you look like that. We're not going for that look. Maybe next time. Okay, so I'm going to pat it also on up here. Where I want to bring everything in. My nose is so red. Got it all out here, kind of graduating it inward. Don't go too far. You want to stop like probably where your pupils are. I'm putting it on in a little tray. Normally I do it on the back of my hand, but it makes my hand all messy. All right. Blush brush, blend it in. Now the art of contouring, the entire purpose of it is to make your face look slimmer, but it's not a blush. It's not really necessarily supposed to be a color. So you want to use something that's not really warm, that's not, you know, that's not like a blush color, even though these are blush products that I'm using very neutral ones. Okay, so on my nose, I'm going to bring it in on the sides, just to make it look a little bit more narrow, and I'm gonna bring it in on the bottom. It's gonna be really hard to tell until I finish what everything's gonna look like. Okay, now on my chin area, I wanna bring it in here. Dark is going to recede, light colors are gonna bring forth. So anything I want to suck in, I'm going to make it deeper. Now when you go into contouring your chin area, you want to blend down toward the neck. This will soften your chin if you've got a really strong jawline and that you're not a big fan of. This will slurp it in. You don't have to worry too much about blending up front when you're doing your foundation on top. Now I'm going to do the highlight part. I'm going to take my white concealer and I'm going to slather this on here. Anything that I want to bring out, I want to bring out my eye area, down the bridge of my nose, take that up into the forehead, and like I said, you don't have to worry about blending it out. Like I'm just plopping it there. Okay, if you have, I've got these laugh lines, I want to pop those out. I'm going to go my white concealer right on top of it. This is going to look ridiculous while I'm doing it, so I'm just going to need to prepare you guys. This is not like the most glamazon thing to do when you have, I don't know, somebody watching you, but it legit works and it definitely tricks the eyes. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Oh, I like to brighten up right above my lip and around my nose area, just because I get really pink there from constantly rubbing my nose. And then I'm gonna take a little bit on my chin too. And even though this is a really dramatic looking, you know, look right now, I'm really using a really small amount of product because this stuff lasts a lot. It just goes a long way. It's very concentrated. Okay, take it, not where I put the dark where I was trying to contour, but I'm taking it right into my eye area a little bit where I need a little pick-me-up. Okay, so now we're ready for foundation. I'm going to use color correcting tinted moisturizer. I'm actually mixing it with my foundation only because I have light color correcting tinted moisturizer right here. My medium has gone back there somewhere. I don't feel like going to look for it. So I'm mixing my foundation just to deepen it up a little bit. And I want to stipple this on. Excuse me. Do I have a brush to do that with? Question of the day. I do not. So in a pinch, if you have a dense blush brush, my foundation brush is probably wherever my color correcting tinted moisturizer is. A dense blush brush. You don't want a big old fat fluffy one. We're gonna just pat this in everywhere. Notice I'm not rubbing because it's going to defeat the purpose. It's going to rub off all my contouring artiste. I'm just patting. Or stippling would be the coined term for this. You can use a wet beauty blender if you want, you know, if you just need a little extra blending help. You can use good old trusty finger. That works for me too. as you can see, this gives me a little subtle contour. Blends everything out, so you can't tell that I contoured the life out of my face a minute ago. Just makes my face look subtly more pulled in places. Like that. Do you see? You can't see any of it. So that is a stupid proof way to contour. If you wanted to take it a step further and be more dramatic with it, you could go on the top. I suggest for contouring your face to stay toward the back if you've never done it. So stay back here. I'm just gonna use my contour brush. Just do a small amount and stay toward the back to begin with. Easier to add than it is to take away. I'm gonna stay right in that line. You know how when I do my shadows, I'm right in the socket line? Same concept. Creams are much easier to contour with because it's a lot more of a natural finish that you can build up to your desired look. You won't end up looking all angular. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you have a teenage daughter that tried to teach herself to contour on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we've got that. I'm gonna take a little bit of pearlizer for a highlight. Pearlizer is that really pretty, like golden shade. It's waterproof smudge proof. Do you see that? It's beautiful. Like it even looks really pretty on your eyelids as a quick shadow. Just to brighten up that area. If you're too lazy to wear eyeshadow, which I'm always too lazy to do anything during the week when I go to work, I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose and just on the high planes of my face with this. Because where I wanted the highlight everywhere, the whiter color, I don't want this shimmer everywhere. I want that to be really concentrated because it's 150,000 degrees here. They think it's 4 degrees warmer in hell. But yeah, so it's just too hot. I don't want to be super shimmery because I don't want to be, I'm already greasy. I wanted to use cherry lip scent, so I'm gonna go grab one. Hold on. Okay, cherry is in, and I'm excited. All right, so I'm gonna use a dab because this is intense, and I am the color of a piece of paper. So I'm gonna get it on my brush, just a dot, and I'm gonna like press my brush out, like just to stipple some of it off. And we're gonna build it. This color I know looks amazing when it's mixed with pearlizer. It's just a really pretty color. It's a nice pink. And if y'all know me, you can never have too much pink. This is the truth. See how pretty that is? Very pretty and subtle. I don't even think my powder or anything is in here. Nope, it's not. But that is a super quick, easy contour. I know it's not a very dramatic look. That's really not my style for a contoured look. I don't like to look, if y'all wanna see that, I can do it. But y'all are gonna have to let me know because I kind of feel like that's unrealistic for every day, for every woman. So my goal is to, you know, cohesively teach you guys tips and tricks to maximize your makeup routine, get the most benefits from your makeup with the least amount of time. So that's really not my premise, but I can totally do it if y'all want me to. And check out my YouTube channel because I probably do more dramatic stuff on that. So you guys have a good night. Bye.